KUGAN CASSIUS for Rifle TV in association with Macklin Marbella at the Landmark Hotel. With me, I've got Big John Fury and the WBO middleweight champion Billy Joe Saunders. I thought this would be a good, double act.
Listen, I'll start it off first, right? I'll make him right, not just because cultures, whatnot else. Anthony Joshua won his fight, fair play to him, good man. But he's the next big thing. He's won about. Let me just get it straight. I'll say if I'm wrong, you tell me wrong. If it wasn't for Tyson Fury licking Klitschko, I'm being truthful. There's Eddie Hearn, there's Joshua, and there's what's his name, Charles Martin. Nobody would have got paid last week. So they want to thank Tyson first of all for that really, because Tyson done the job. He beat the man, come and got the belt. They took it off him, stole it off him, as Uncle Peter says, and there was no more to it. I can't really say no more than what he's already said. He's right. I make him right in what he said, and it's only really my opinion is because of the background and what I heard on the circuit is that Wembley Stadium wouldn't let the fights happen and go on there is because what happened at the XL. That's what I heard, and because of the travelling background. That's the reason why Wembley Stadium didn't let the fights go on there. In Wembley Stadium.
Right built, yeah.
Very vocal in the press conference there, John.
I think it needs to be said that it was a joke, wasn't it? 5 hours and I can't listen to that bullshit. I'm sick of listening to bullshit from proper people who's got important jobs. You need to pull the socks up these people.
What was it particularly in that press conference that seemed to have aggravated you?
It was just the lack of respect thing and them daft schoolboy questions he was coming out with, and they could see Tyson was in one of them moods where he was going to take the piss out of them. Because you know why? He come here and sinned and smelt no respect straight away, so he was giving none. And I weren't going to give any. I can sit up there for 12 months. They'll never ask me one question, you know why? Because I've got plenty to say to them. And if I said everything I want to say, it would be here till next week. But these people here, they're not changing. Everything what's gone on in the past, you just want to chuck it under the carpet. But I'll tell you now, this young lad here is a middleweight champion of the world. He'll stay middleweight for a long time. Middleweight champion of the world for years and years to come. When these people want a downfall to happen, it'll never happen because God won't permit it that way. These two men here, how long have you done the amateurs together, won't you, Billy? A lifetime together. And I always said, see these two, he'll be the heavyweight champion of the world, he'll be the middleweight. I've never been proved wrong yet, because you know why? They give their all. They're not in it for the money, it's nice, but they're in it for the fight, because we're travelling people. We live to fight, we love it. I've just done 12 years for a fight. I love to fight. And if I could fight now, I probably would do. But these people here, they would aggravate a saint. And what do they know? Nothing. Nothing. They're going home drinking their coffee with their fingers out, trying to be what they're not. What are these people? They're supposed to be in a respected job and to let Joe Public know what the job is. They're just trying to con people. They're trying to put words on paper that people just want to read over the morning coffee. Tell the frigging truth, they don't bother writing the paper. Because all people want to hear about is sadness, downfalls. You put good stuff in papers, it won't sell. Put crap in papers, it sells. Because the public are mugs. Like that circus act on Saturday night. They're frigging mugs. That fella had been took a paycheck to fall down. He was looking for the floor before the bell went. Come on, please. He couldn't beat me, how's that? I'd have given him a better fight for £1 million, well, other divvy could. Him with the gold teeth that stood around a fire and drum in Queens. In the freezing cold. He's never made more than $2,000 in his life and give him £1 million. He thought he'd won 5 world titles, him. And it was easy to touch the floor, not a black eye. Oi, Eddie, offer me some money, I could do with some of that, pal. And I will last 3 rounds, I don't pay me.
I heard he got $6 million to write him as well.
$6 million quid.
$6 million.
$6 million. I think he'd have got about 25 grand him done the same thing. Set of gold teeth in his head. Lovely lad. A complete typical Queens fella. You often say no brains at all. Proper log carrier. At the end of the day, he come to get a big paycheck. And you know what they've done? Listen, Charles, you can have another shot down the line somewhere, but for now we need to take a knee, me old kid. Because let's put it that way, Charles Martin was better than that. Listen, Charles, you don't fool me, mate. Spend your money wisely because you won't get another shot. I'm telling you now. Billy.
Listen, what more can I say to him about that? I can't say no more about that. Listen, I will say one thing. As Tyson, people keep mentioning Anthony Joshua to Tyson. They should be mentioning Tyson to Anthony Joshua. Tyson's the man. Tyson's beat who he's had to beat. Same as me. I don't get the respect I get really. Listen, but I don't care. Same as what he said. Obviously, the money's good, but we're in it now because we like to fight. I've done this since I've been 5. I'm 26-year-old now. Since I've been 5, I've been in the gym. That's all we know. That's all we know. We couldn't go out pen and paper jobs now because we don't. But let me tell you one thing. Some people try to make you feel less important than them. Less important than them. And I think it's because the background. Our background don't suit into this culture because we're truthful people. We would tell it dead how it is. Whether you don't like it, whether you do like it, whether you love it. That's just how we are. We're truthful people. Speak from our hearts and speak what we think because we don't like making ourselves look mugs, looking fools. That's the only reason.
John, you've always said this since, obviously, even before Tyson was heavyweight world champion. You don't believe your son has ever had respect from the public, and this man here doesn't get enough respect because they're travellers.
Do you know the only thing we're getting is what we make ourselves? We're bubbling with charisma. We're not boring people. Look at this young lad. He's a young lad. He's bubbling with charisma. He's got the head of a man 50-year-old like Tyson because there's 200 years of knowledge in his head what gets passed down from generations. We're not ordinary people. We can see through plastic people and see all these people. Now, I've lived more than a year than what they've done in all their life, and I can see through every one of them. And I'll tell you now, they're going to have to shape up these people because I tell you now, they're all going to have a lot of egg on their face because I'm getting sick of this shit, mate. I'm getting sick of it. It's a circus.
I'll ask you both the same question. Obviously, Eddie Hearn, after the press conference, said the other day that he didn't believe that your son Tyson was a role model, and he believed that Anthony Joshua was.
Why is Tyson not a role model?
I'm just saying what Eddie Hearn said.
Let me ask you one question. And listen, I'm not just saying this, I'll put this out. Tyson's never ever been arrested in his life, right? For no bad doing, drugs or this or whatnot. The only thing Tyson's probably got on his record is a car offence, probably getting pulled over for no seatbelt. So why ain't he a role model for that? Tell me. Beat Klitschko, no one couldn't beat for 20 years. So why ain't he a role model? So why don't you want to say to your child, look, because I'll tell you one thing, I love my child to take out of me or whatnot else, but if I could have a child heavyweight champion and do what that's done, beat the man who's been there for 10 or 15 years, if that's not role model, what's a role model? Paedophile. Because
role model, what they want Tyson to be is a little suck-you-up yes man when he'll call wrong right and right wrong. You know, do as he's told, take his orders, read his script. Tyson ain't never going to read no scripts. He's never going to take no orders, like I've never took an order in my life. We will die before we'll do that. But the reason is what they call a role model. You do as I say. I'm your boss. You're beneath me, so you play your part as underneath me. That's what I want you to say. That's what I want you to do, and you do it or you're out of a job. But he can have the job. For us, we're not interested because we can make money ourselves. We're chameleon people. We can be anybody we want to be and do what we want to do. But at the end of the day, these people here can't. And that's what they don't like. They're frightened of us. You know why? We bother them. Because our kind of people bother Joe Public. Because they know what do you do with these people? They're not handleable. They're not yes men. They won't do as they're told. They won't do this. They won't do that. They do it from the heart. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, we're right. We're right. And we only want respect. Not because of what we are. Because a lot of bad people in Travellers. There's a lot of bad people in other communities. I say it this. Give Tyson... Give Billy the respect they deserve for what job they do. Look at the hours of training goes in. Peter, his trainer, his family, the worry, the stress. Does all that mean nothing to nobody? All of a sudden, we got all that to contend with. We come here and get bored to tears, and it's a joke, isn't it, this press conference? And it's hateful, it's disrespectful, and it's hateful. You know, and at the end of the day, if it's like this, I won't come again. You know what I'm saying? It's getting disgusting. Because let me tell you, why should we have to drive ourselves from Manchester to London when he's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? If that was Joshua, the Queen would have sent Air Rolls Royce to pick him up.
Helicopter.
And the air driver would have been driving to his tip cap on and feeding him with champagne all the way and chocolate biscuits all the way up here. You know why? It ain't going to happen because I tell you why. We don't fit the bill because we're travellers. We've been discriminated against for 1,500 years, 2,000 years, and I tell you what it is. Keep discriminating because we ain't changing for nobody. We want respect for what we do, and that's fight. We fight. Respect us for fighting because we're fighting men. Am I right or wrong, Billy?
He's 100% right. We are fighting, and that's the reason why we're at today.
You know.
What do you reckon, Colin? Do you reckon we travellers get a bit discriminated? Come in.
No. Do you want me in?
Yeah, come in.
If you want,
Colin.
Gentlemen, you don't have to tell me about discrimination. I'm Jewish.
It's hateful, Colin.
You've only been doing it 2,000 years. I've been doing us for 5,000. But anyway,
you run the world. We don't.
Listen,
You run the world, and we're nobody.
I wish that was
Swap
true.
your places.
But listen, I want to make a point to you.
Yeah.
You've got to learn to differentiate between different sections of the media. We are boxing writers. We are different to news reporters.
Why are you here then?
Listen.
Why are you here if you can't print the truth?
Listen, we do print the truth
you're not,
in
are
the
you?
sports pages.
You don't do.
You're thinking about the media he gets on the news side of
Bad
the
media.
Eh?
Nothing any good.
that's
To.
right,
He's
that's
slandered.
right.
He's put down
That's
every
right.
aspect.
But when he won the world title,
Yeah.
right, the sports pages went nuts for him. They
For
got
one
the
day.
No.
Colin.
You've got to
Colin.
differentiate to different sections of the press.
When you
Colin,
give
do you know what it
listen,
is, mate?
when you,
Have you
Colin,
got bad press?
Colin.
Yeah, I won the world title, didn't get one one good write-up, yeah? Yeah, but I'll tell you what I did do. I went to court over a dog not having a dog sign. I got put in the Sun newspaper.
See what I mean?
See, but yeah, I didn't get put in the Sun newspaper for winning the world title.
Oh, kiss you.
But Colin, I had that much. I won the Sun newspaper. Was in more or less a back page. I'm not having a
Colin,
dog sign.
can I ask you one thing? What are you going to print about today's press conference?
I'm not. I'm retired.
Why are you here, though?
Because I should probably do a broadcast.
Right, so what are you going to broadcast?
I broadcast about his fight with Klitschko.
Oh, yeah, and what this farce about today?
Why is it a farce?
It's a proper farce. Them kids was asking schoolboy questions for responsible men. And you see the reaction out of Tyson. You cannot pull a serious reaction out of Tyson. You know why? Because you're not being serious with him. And it's a lack of respect. He just feels he's not getting it. And I'll tell you what it is.
But
I'm the biggest dummy in the world, but I can see what's happening.
I'm telling you, there are different sections of the press.
Show it
I
then.
understand.
Show it.
Well, you see,
Print something tomorrow morning then.
He will get a ban.
Print something tomorrow morning about Tyson. He's the best heavyweight since sliced bread, because that's what he's printing at. Print in the morning, he done the impossible in Germany against all the odds, and he's fought everybody and anybody to get where he is. Print that.
I've written a column for The Sun on Friday morning. Whether they use it or not, I don't
Well,
know.
probably they won't use it because it won't be to their tune, will it?
Maybe.
But I'll tell you what to put. If you want to sell your column, listen, let me finish. Let me finish. How to sell your column? Run Tyson down. Your phone will melt.
Listen,
Run him down.
I have said... whether
Tell the
they-
truth,
I'm
they're not going to
telling
ring your
you-
phone.
I'm telling you now in case they don't use it.
Oh, they won't
I've had
use
a go at the opponent. Said it was the worst heavyweight. I've been around a long time. Of
course you have.
And I've seen a lot of bad heavyweight champions of the world.
You've not seen one as bad as Charles Martin.
That's what I've just said. You won't let me finish. He is the worst heavyweight. Anybody call himself the worst I've ever seen. And I've seen some.
No, he took a paycheck to lose. Print
Wait a
that.
minute.
Print the truth.
I've said,
Paycheck to
I
lose.
said while he was on the canvas, he was probably counting the 3 million he got for being the sacrificial lamb.
Let me tell you something. 1 minute. Any man that's been into the gym what's knocked out, don't get to that position. Stay there like a weightlifter and up like that and walk back to his corner. On 10. Come on. Meant to be out of his mind, and he's meant to be a big puncher, Joshua.
Listen, you're a boxing man. Buster Douglas.
That's the jugglers.
Yes, Buster
What's that got to do
Douglas.
with it?
I'll tell you. Because he's not the first to have done it. Buster Douglas beat Tyson.
Sonny Liston done it with Ali.
Just listen a minute.
You want some more?
Buster Douglas beat Tyson.
did.
His next fight.
No,
he was
he had a long count. He had a long count. He was down for about 15 seconds. Tyson beat Buster Douglas, but he got robbed. Long count.
Colin, let me ask you one
Let me
question.
just tell you. He got $24 million to defend against Evander Holyfield. He never trained a lick for the fight. He came in way over 18 stone. He lay down in 3 rounds. He put his hand over to stop the glare of the lights.
We're
in
talking
his
about Jack
eyes.
Johnson here.
No, we're talking about Buster Douglas.
But you know
Right,
what it is? You
so-
know there's a lot of political people behind the scenes of boxing. That's what Anthony Joshua is. Anthony Joshua is a political heavyweight champion with a belt he stolen off my son. Let's have that in.
He
But
didn't.
He was in
The
on it.
IBF stole it.
The IBF stole it.
He didn't
Eddie Hearn
steal
stole it.
anything.
Do you reckon
All
Klitschko
them-
got stripped of that belt?
Never.
He'd have had
He had it for 11 years, Billy.
No, he had it.
Yeah, but do you reckon if he would have beat Tyson, do you reckon they would have took that IBF belt?
No.
So why did they do it to Tyson, do you
Your
reckon?
IBF.
I know, yeah, not you. I'm not going to go at you, but I'm just saying to the camera.
it's the IBF.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
The WBA
but,
didn't.
But straight away, that rings alarm bells to us, thinking that's the reason why.
Listen,
because
we'll
of the
talk
back-
about this all day, Billy. One thing. Answer me this question, truthfully.
Go on.
Do you think that fight that night was a genuine fight?
Of course it wasn't.
Thank you. You need to
I've
say any
said
more.
so.
Thank
And
you,
I've
Colin.
said the last
Shake hand for that one,
paragraph.
Paul.
Listen, and the last paragraph, I said he could never be called the world champion
Never in a
until he
million
fights
years.
this fella. And
My son there is disgusted. He comes in, you know what? He said, Dad, I'm going to get another farce here today. He walks in here, we drove ourselves here, 5 hours in traffic. He's come on a train, you know, middleweight champion of the world. We should be chauffeur driven. We're British people born here. Show respect for what we can do in the boxing world. Am I wrong here? Just trust and respect for what we do best. That's fight. And that's what these men are doing, isn't it? So let me tell you, if you don't like this station, you just switch it off. Because if you want the pretend station, go to Eddie Hearn. You know, at the end of the day, you want to see real fights, you're going to see them with these people here. You know, we're here to entertain you with not put-up fights, not pick-up fights. We're here to do the real job. If you don't like it, don't watch boxing, because I tell you, you might as well watch WWF as watch the Eddie Hearn show.
All right, John Fury,
Yeah.
Billy Joe Saunders, Colin, thank you very much for talking to
And
us.
you, KUGAN, don't start because you kiss us.
He's getting a living. He's got to make a crust like we do. KUGAN.
Yeah, you can't not print the truth of the video because it's what you say. So
Listen, I don't give one
What do you
flying
say?
F. I don't swear, by the way.
No.
But I'm saying I'm just putting the point across how I feel. My son is the most disrespected man, well, I can't remember one that's been disrespected more than him, but I'll tell you what it is. Keep disrespecting, keep hating, keep doing what you want. The belts are ours, we're keeping them, because there's nobody in a pair of shoe leather or a pair of boxing boots can beat us. We know we've got the job done. We're there, with heavyweight champion of the world, none of these divvies can beat us. We're there. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, John.
Good enough.
Thank you very much.
See you soon.